Hello. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Time Out Overtime on the Time Out Overtime YouTube channel. I'm your host, Rick Arsenal. Uh, if you've been watching regularly, you know the drill. If you haven't done so yet, please tell your friends. Get down there in the corner, smash that like and subscribe button. I can't thank you enough for watching and listening to my podcast. I'm forever grateful to you for that. Thank you so much. Uh, Where to begin? Well, let's get the college basketball out of the way. Michigan last night defeated Minnesota. What 77-67, I believe, was the final. They clinched at least a tie for the Big Ten championship. They will play at Illinois. They're 16-1 right now. They will play at Illinois Friday night in a nationally televised game. A win there against second place Illinois would give them the outright Big Ten championship. Of course, they haven't played the tournament yet. That gets underway March the 10th at the United Center in Chicago. So they've got Illinois then on Friday, Iowa next week, Illinois, Iowa. And then on March the 8th, I believe they ramp it up at home against Michigan State. Spartans got a tough one at Purdue tomorrow night. What are they? 13-4, I believe. They'll be in the tournament. Wouldn't surprise me to see them lose at Purdue. I believe then they go to Indiana. They've got Rutgers at home. And then, of course, as I said, on March the 8th, they'll finish it out at Chrysler against the Wolverines. So where has this season gone, huh? Time really does fly, doesn't it? So they're number 4 right now, I believe, behind Duke and Arizona and Iowa State. I haven't seen Iowa State play at all yet this year. So I'm pretty sure that you can take it to the bank. Michigan will get a number 1 seed in one of the 4 regions. Duke will more than likely be the number 1 overall seed for the entire tournament. This is a team of 64. Selection Sunday, we'll have to wait till then to find out. That is Selection Sunday. Well, Sunday's March the 1st, so that would be 2 weeks from this Sunday at 6 p.m. on CBS is Selection Sunday. And the committee members are anonymous. We have no idea who these people are, but they get behind closed doors and tell us, they get the brackets, put the brackets together, tell us who's going where and when. And it's one of the great sporting events, really. It really is. Championship game on Monday night, April the 6th. But a one and done tournament like that, so much excitement. It's a great event. Always has been. And we look forward to it. And as I said, good luck to both Michigan and Michigan State. I'm confident Michigan again, the number 1 seed, maybe in the Midwest or the East. Duke, number 1 overall seed, and can't wait for the you should start working on your brackets right now. In fact, I think you should. Yeah. Baseball. Yeah, baseball. I suppose spring training games are a necessary evil, and you can't. We're not going to get all bent out of shape over what transpires in Florida. I think the Tigers played a split squad today. One lost to the Phillies, the other one tied. The Blue Jays. They played 6 games. They lost 4. They've tied 2. Okay, they have yet to win a game down there, but who cares? Jim Leland, when asked about the exhibition season, he said his main focus was that not getting anybody hurt and just to keep the fans pacified or satisfied, play about 500 ball. That was usually his goal during spring training, but I could care less what goes on down there. The games are on the radio. Why? I really don't know. I guess it's a fix for somebody that wants to hear baseball. But it is good to hear Dan Dickerson and Dan Petrie again. But other than that, 18 pitchers in the game today at Lakeland. 9 for each side, and one pitcher pitched 1 inning apiece, I think. Or did Mize go 2 innings today? He did go 2 innings, scoreless. He did give up a couple of walks, but just don't get hurt, man. We know what you can do. Just stay healthy. Spring training, like I said, it's a necessary, it's a necessary evil. Okay, let's look at it that way. Pistons play tonight at Little Caesars against a really beat up Oklahoma City Thunder team, undermanned team. They're missing, 4 or 5 key players are the Thunder. It should be a relatively easy win for the Pistons tonight, but you never say. You never know. They've got to shoot better than they did the other night against the Spurs, who they play again next week, by the way. Yeah, so they've got OKC tonight, Cleveland Friday night at Little Caesars, and then they go to Orlando, and Cleveland and San Antonio next week. It's a tough stretch for them right now. Tough stretch. Celtics, a little bit concerned about them right now. I think they're only 4.5 behind the Pistons now. Still haven't heard anything yet about Jason Tatum, whether or not he intends on coming back or not. I don't know. Red Wings are back in action tomorrow night after the long Olympic hiatus. They'll be in Ottawa to take on the Senators. I think they've got everybody back now. Dylan Larkin was scheduled to come in today after having been at the State of the Union last night with the rest of the USA hockey team. Did you see them walking in? That was good. That was a pretty good moment, I thought. Anyhow, so much. I think I got you caught up on the Wings and the Pistons and college basketball. Let's get to our sponsors. Get that out of the way here first. The Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road in Hillsdale has been a staple in our community for more than 4 decades, more than 40 years. And I can't imagine getting through life without having the Finish Line Restaurant. I really can't. I don't, it's just been there. It's been a part of everybody's life, I suppose you'd say. You won't find a better sit-down restaurant. And when I'm not reading any script here right now, this is simply a testimonial on my part. The hours of operation, if I can make it through, now here goes the voice, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily, open until 8 Friday night with all-you-can-eat fish, and every Monday and Friday, Gavin's special beef tips and noodles recipe with onions and mushrooms. You got to get in there and try that. But it's so good, it sells out kind of early, so you want to get in there at a relatively early time if you want to try that. It melts in your mouth, I got to tell you right now. Like all the other new menu items, it's all good. It's all good. Reasonably priced, award-winning breakfast served all day, fast, friendly service, great family atmosphere. You can't ask for anything more in a sit-down restaurant. You really can't. The Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road in Hillsdale. I can guarantee you, when you fuel up from food at the Finish Line Restaurant, you will always finish first. I promise you that. I better see you there. Okay? All right. Russell brought to you in part by Baird Insurance. Have you got your playbook? Have you got your playbook ready for Medicare? Well, do you? Don't let healthcare costs bench you. We're calling an audible with Joe Rune at Baird Insurance to help you navigate Medicare and health insurance. Whether you're aging into Medicare, you're in a special enrollment period, or you're losing other coverage, Joe's got the stats and the know-how to help you score the best coverage for your needs. Plus, you get a game plan for retirement healthcare costs. Okay? How about businesses? Don't get sacked. Joe's got a group health plan coverage options for you too. Okay, remember that. You give Joe a call at 517-849-1000 or check it out at www.barrettins.com. You'll find him on the corner of US 12 and M99 in Jonesville. That's Joe Rudin Insurance, protecting your dreams. 517-849-1000. That's barrettins.com. 517-849-1000. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. Okay. The NFL Combine, day 2 today in Indianapolis. I don't know if it's a coincidence or not. Bill Kiper has come out with his second mock draft, 2.0, if you will. And he's got a young man that Lions taking at 17 that I've kind of taken a liking to. A fellow by the name of Zion Young, the big edge rusher out of Missouri. This guy is like a clone to Aiden Hutchinson. Same size, 6'5", goes about 265. His stats from this past season, really impressive. Played all 13 games, 42 tackles, 20 solo, 9 sacks, ranked 4th in the SEC with 9 sacks, tackles for loss, how about 16 and a half? Yeah. Quarterback pressures, how about 56? 1 interception, 2 forced fumbles, 2 pass breakups. He finished with a 17.2% to 18.3% pressure rate, demonstrating consistent efficiency against SEC competitions. He was named the second team All SEC by league coaches. He recorded 2 sacks in the season opener against Central Arkansas, was highly disruptive against South Carolina. I can go on and on about this young man, but I bring this up because the Lions had a meeting with him today. Probably won't be their last either. They could get with him again before they leave down there. Apparently, they have become quite smitten with this young man. And who can blame them? Taylor Decker announced he's coming back yesterday. You probably heard that by now. He said he's coming back. But prior to his putting that out, Dan Campbell said in his presser from down there yesterday, regardless of what he decides to do, they're going to go out and draft his replacement anyway. He didn't say draft. But they will go out and this offseason, they were bringing – look, it's either with that 17th pick, even if Decker does come back, if there's an offensive lineman there the Lions like a lot, I can see them drafting him at 17. But if you look at the defense, except for Aiden Hutchinson and Jack Campbell, All-Pro Jack Campbell, they've almost got to completely rebuild the defense, don't they? The secondary, wouldn't surprise me to see them draft either a corner or safety relatively early, maybe in the 3rd round. They're looking at linebackers. Alex Anzalone will be gone. Derek Barnes did not have one of his better seasons last year, or maybe he'll be better this year. Lee McNeil, coming off an ACL last year, had an impressive first game against Tampa Bay, but after that, he was not all that impressive. But again, you have to give him a little leeway. He's coming off a torn ACL. Okay, I look for him to be much better this year than he was at the end of last year. That's up to the Lions' discretion, though, to decide that. But yeah, I don't think linebackers, edge, secondary, offensive line. I think the Lions are looking at everything. It sounds to me too like they're going to be more active in free agency than they have been in recent years. At least it's kind of sounds that way anyway. They need a center. I'd rather see them go out and sign a free agent veteran center than draft one and count on a rookie. Rookies can't. For a rookie coming in to ask him to play center is tough, very tough. There's so much involved in that, and it's tough enough as a rookie, but then to have to play center, signal calling, your responsibility, everything else. I just as soon see them go out and sign a veteran center through free agency. The draft, Thursday night, April 23rd, I think, is in Pittsburgh. The free agent signing period begins on March the 11th. What is that? 2 weeks from tomorrow, I think. Of course, the free agent signing period always signifies the beginning of another season for the National Football League. Their season will officially commence, if you will, with the start of the free agency on March the 11th. So I look for the Lions to be active in free agency. I kind of agree with Mel Kiper. I'd like to see them draft this Zion Young out of Missouri. Looks like he's a clone. He'd almost be a clone to Aiden Hutchinson. And, I just wind him up and let him go. But those stats he put up last year playing in the SEC, pretty darn impressive. And if he's there at 17, boy, I'd have to think awfully hard, about taking him. As I said, they had a meeting with him, face-to-face meeting with him today down there. It probably won't be the last time they get with him or meet with him down there. Right now he would be my favorite at 17, in spite of the fact that they do need help on the offensive line. I have no doubt in the second round that they'd be taking an offensive lineman or tackle. Depends. You go vice versa. They could, with the number 17, the first round, they could take an offensive. They could take a tackle, and then on Friday night, the 24th, they could come back in the second round and take an edge. Of course, a lot of that depends on what they do in free agency. No, and that'll be here before you know it. That will be here before you know it. Before we get out of here, one word: Quality PC, downtown Hillsdale, 37 Walter Street. 517-610-5372. The only place to go around here for tech service. That's it. Quality PC, downtown Hillsdale. All your tech service needs right there. Tim Lindley and his staff there are more than capable of resolving any issue you might have. Computers newer used. Flat screen TV mounting programming set up. Maybe you're changing internet providers. You need that installed. Printers newer used. Anything at all. Get in there and see them. And I have no doubt, I have complete confidence in Tim Lindley and his staff. They're excellent tech service people, and nothing comes close, at least not around here anyway. 37 Walter Street, 517-610-5372. And when you get in there, tell them Rick and Miggy sent you, will you? Thank you very much. That's going to do it for us. Just a word about our show Saturday morning with Andy and Jed on the Timeout Show. We will be having a special guest, Blake Ryan, senior at Jonesville High School, will be competing this year at Fort Field in the state wrestling finals. That young man is a pretty special guy, and we've got him on the show Saturday morning at 9 o'clock with him and his coach, Nick Ballinger, at 9 o'clock Saturday morning on Time On with Andy. You won't want to miss that. Blake Ryan is a pretty special young man. We're all pretty proud of him, what he's accomplished. And we've got him as a guest, 9 o'clock Saturday morning on the Time Out Show. Make sure you give us a listen. 92.1 FM on your dial, WCSR. Okay, that's Saturday morning. So in the meantime, then, I'll talk to you all again on Friday. Again, thanks so much for watching and listening. I can't thank you enough. And please remember to treat each other with respect. That's about it. No, until Friday, then, I'll say so long, folks. Have yourselves a very good evening. Bye-bye. Thank you.